Hello friends, it's Cassie. Welcome back for another video here on my YouTube channel. And today we are doing a video hop with Trinity Stamps. Yes, there's a giveaway. You're going to want to do this Christmas in July hop. It's going to be awesome. All right, so let's talk about what we're using, and I'll talk more about the hop in a second. We're going to be using the abstract scratch background. We also have our Happy Little Tree Farms dies. We have our Simply Sentimental holidays. You know I love these Simply Sentimentals. And then we also have our Slimline Scenic borders. So we're going to be making a slimline card. I went ahead and had my panel cut down to 3.5 inches by 8.5 inches. I'll pull in some blending buddies and check those out. Have you seen the little color coordinated pieces that you can get for the brand new blending buddies? Yeah, I love them. They're awesome. Okay, so I've got colors, and the whole point of what I'm going to be showing you here, other than the fact that I'm blending, is that this is not going to be a perfect blend. And that's okay. I'm going to show you how you can distract from a not so perfect blend. And I mean, I'm not trying to make it perfect. And even if I was, I don't think I'd have a very good success rate with the colors that I've chosen, which that first color was called Shooting Star. That pink color is called Prom Queen. And then I'm going to bring in a purple color called Crown Me. But I do have a blending buddy for each of my colors for the color family. And I'm going to go back and forth, trying to blend out a little bit, but again, the point of what I'm showing you here is that you don't have to have a perfect blend, because sometimes that perfect blend can take quite a long time to try to reach, and honestly, I just don't have it in me. My arms are going to get tired if I try to do that. So we are going to just blend enough, and then I'm going to keep two of those colors out. We've got our pink one, the Prom Queen, and we've got our Crown Me. And I'm going to bring in that abstract scratch background. That's a newer background stamp. I love these big clear ones because you can see exactly where you're stamping. And I'm just putting a tiny bit of ink on parts of it and then pouncing that down on top of my background. I'm going to clean that off just using a little bit of water and a microfiber cloth. And then we'll bring in the Crown Me. And then I'll do the same thing up on the purple, kind of overlapping a little bit of where that pink is too. That's going to break up some of that area where it's not so perfect. And then I can't help it. Another thing that you can do, which I absolutely love to do, is to splatter. So I'm going to bring in that Trinity Gold palette. Now the palette's still in the store. It doesn't look like this. It's a little smaller and a little more affordable. So it is the same. It basically is the same. And I'm going to splatter some gold all over that background. So that's going to break up your eye, the way it looks at it a little bit more as well. So put enough splatter, stamp on that background, and voila, you have a background that is great. I'll set that off to the side to dry, and then I went ahead and die cut all the pieces that I needed from our Happy Little Tree Farm. This is a previously released die set, one of my favorites, because you can just make little trees however you want them to be. And so I die cut out almost all of the pieces from this die set. The only thing I didn't die cut out were the little ornaments, but I die cut everything just once, and I'm coloring them using my Olo markers. This is one of my favorite ways to do it, just to die cut on some white cardstock, and then you can color your pieces exactly how you want. So there's going to be some more. The trunks, I just did all the same. We're going to end up having 5 trees, which is great. And then I'll add a little bit of color to that, blend that out with that lighter color. And then the faces, I have 5 of those as well. I decided at first I was just going to leave those white. I will come in later and color them black. But now the fun part is piecing together your trees to get them to look however you want them to look. And there's no right or wrong way to do it. And that's another reason I like this one so much, because you can just have fun making your trees. Now this tree I've made to be 4 tall. You could keep him at 3. Heck, you could have him be real tiny and just be 2. So there is so much buildability to this particular die set, and I just love it. Yeah, mix and match, do however you want. So here I am coloring those little faces to be black so that they'll stand out a little bit on those trees. And then I'm going to take my reverse tweezers and some more of that Crafty Gluefriend, and we'll attach those eyes and mouths down to each of our trees as well. And I like how they're just so cute. But again, you could skip doing the faces. You wouldn't have to do that. Those trees look pretty darn cute just by themselves. And then I will continue to do that for all 5 of our trees. And once I have all the faces on there, I do want these to be Christmas trees. Like I said, I didn't do the ornaments, but I do have the stars. So I'm going to color those as well. And then we'll attach those down the same way we did with all the other tree pieces. But you could do the ornaments, or you could also use embellishments if you really wanted those trees to be decorated. Use some flat back sequins or gems, or even some Nuvo drops or something like that. You could have a lot of fun with these little trees. All right, they're all done. So now we got to make our background, like finish it off. I went ahead and die cut out a snowbank out of our Slimline Scenic Borders die. Put that down with a little bit of Crafty Gluefriend. And remember, any of this you could pop down using some foam tape if you wanted to have some dimension to this. But I've just chosen to use my Crafty Gluefriend. And then I'll bring in our Simply Sentimental Holidays. Now, the holidays are great because the words fit perfectly on these Slimline cards. And so that's going to mostly be our focal point. For the shadow, I cut that out of white, and then the word themselves, all the letters are cut out of black. And I'll use my reverse tweezers along with our Crafty Gluefriend to attach those down. And these are very simple to piece on there. There's no guessing. This works really well. So I'll continue to do that. I'll use a stamp block to stick on top to make sure that everything stays where it's supposed to. And then I'll continue with the word. Miles is going to come in and be a little bit of quality control and just be a little needy while he's in there. And then once it's done, I'm going to attach down the word holidays to the middle of our Slimline card panel. And then I'll bring in the stamp. So the stamp has so many options for how you could make this look. I'm going to stamp the words May Your. And then obviously we've got holidays on there already. So May Your, and I'm stamping that down using some VersaFine Clair Nocturne ink. It's just a crisp black pigment ink. And then that last one is be filled with peace and joy. And I never really worry about stamping that directly onto backgrounds, because if I don't like it, I'll stamp it onto another piece of cardstock, trim that out, and stick it over the top. So I don't worry about that. And now we can attach down our trees. So I'm just going to stick this tall cutie over on this side, and then I'm picking out two more that I'll stick on the other side. And then the last two will go on the inside of the card. You guys know I do love to bring some of the outside in. And that's a fun way to do it. That's why I made 5 trees. And then we'll attach that down to a Slimline card base. And that Slimline card base, when I cut that out, measures 7 inches by 8.5 inches. And I'll score that at 3.5 inches using my Teflon tools. But like I said, this is a part of a video hop. There's also an Instagram hop. I'm going to have details linked down below in my description box. So you're definitely going to want to be sure to head on down to that description box. You get there by clicking on that little down arrow below the video, and that will open up that description box. And then you can head on over to the next, our next hop, the next part of the video hop. And then you'll have all the details for how you can participate in the giveaway, because yes, as you saw earlier, there is a giveaway. It's Christmas in July, so why not, right? And here is my card all finished. I love how this card turned out, and I hope you do too. If you do, be sure to hit that like button. Definitely consider subscribing if you haven't already done so. And as always, I'll see you very soon in another video. Bye, everybody.